Hollywood weirdos are basically the best. They are dramatic, entitled, do nothing, vacuums of attention, vacuums of victimhood, and perhaps none bigger than this week when Jennifer Lawrence went on some sort of media tour. If you don't know who that is, she was popular like 10 years ago. I think it was the Hunger Games, and then she was in that movie with Chris Pratt where she made 20 million and he made 12 million. Yeah, that one. Jennifer Lawrence reveals she has nightmares about Tucker Carlson, slams the Hollywood pay gap. I get paid less because of my vag. To which but Jennifer Lawrence was the world's highest paid actress for a period of years. That's absolutely true. You see here, oh yeah, there is a massive pay gap. We look at in Passengers, Chris Pratt was paid $12 million. Jennifer Lawrence for that single movie was paid $20 million. $20 million. Jennifer Lawrence paid $8 million more than Chris Pratt for Passengers. I mean, I don't know if she hit the wall or what the situation is. Her current net worth is $160 million. $160 million. And oh, you had nightmares about Tucker Carlson. How about this? How about all the time you spent with this guy? And you know the reason I point out these selfies and these pictures and all these, it's because every one of these people knew. They all knew about Harvey being a monster. They knew. Look at it, chummy. Oh, we're just best friends. And you're worried about Tucker Carlson. He's ruining your life. And of course, he completely destroyed you. But you see here, according to Vogue, much of Lawrence's disappointment over Roe v. Wade being overturned, blah, 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 blah. I worked so hard over the last 5 years to forgive my dad and my family and try to understand. It's different. The information they are getting is different. Their life is different. I've tried to get over it. I really can't. I'm sorry. I'm just unleashing. But I just can't F with people who aren't political anymore. You live in the United States of America. You have to be political. It's just too dire. Politics are killing people. Said the woman worth, again, $160 million and who hasn't gone wanting in decades. Lawrence says, I don't want to disparage my family, but I know that a lot of people are in similar positions with their family. What, because her parents are conservative, she can't get along with them? I mean, seriously? Like that's her point. Is that she like, because her parents are conservative, she has nightmares about Tucker Carlson and she can't get along with them. My parents are staunch Democrats, and I don't get along with them politically. And you know what? I just don't bring it up. She had even told her therapist about reoccurring nightmares she was having about Fox News host Tucker Carlson. Of course, Tucker Carlson hits back at Jennifer Lawrence's, quote, nightmare comments. Tucker responded to Jennifer Lawrence saying that she has nightmares about him and saying it's part of being a public figure. The right-wing pundit poked fun at the Hunger Games star after she discussed her rift with her deeply conservative family in Kentucky and said she has reoccurring nightmares about the Fox News host in an interview. That's like, That's the least self-aware statement I've heard since Taylor Lorenz talking about online bullying. When you decide to work in television, you lose control of a lot of things, Carl said Tuesday night during his episode of Tucker Carlson Tonight. Foremost, the way people perceive you. So can it really be your fault? Are you really responsible if a major Hollywood starlet dreams about you? He asked before putting on his pair of black framed spectacles. Maybe it's the spicy glasses, he quipped. Lawrence, 32, discussed her political views and activism in a news story with Vogue's October issue. I don't understand how she could understand anything about like actual plight. Once you have that kind of money, it's really difficult to, I would imagine, to relate to people. You know, maybe it's that Fox News sweeps July cable ratings as all networks see declines. How about Tucker Carlson is the most popular cable news host in the United States history. Claims he has no idea what his ratings are. I don't know how to read a ratings chart. I'm sure he has an idea what his ratings are. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't care because he knows that, I mean, there's something to be said like, do you think PewDiePie looks at his daily views? No. You know, if he has a good day or bad day or a good month or a bad month, it all probably kind of just blends together. But the idea that, you know, Tucker me harder. I mean, there's just so many hilarious memes about, you know, Tucker Carlson living in her head rent free. The saddest part about this, you know, and I'm just being like all jokes aside, is that, you know, she's like literally cannot fathom a way to get along with somebody who has a different political opinion than her. And to take it to another pathetic level, somebody who gave birth to them. You can't put your political differences aside with your own parents. This is I see this more often with leftists, but I'm sure there are conservatives like this too. Like, I don't talk to them libtard family members or something like that. I'm sure that exists. But like, I don't get it. You know, I go to the pub, I play darts or pool or whatever. First of all, politics never comes up. And if it does, you know, and like, you know, you can kind of feel someone out and you kind of figure out like, oh, you know, they're wearing a Bernie hat. Okay, maybe we just don't talk politics and we just enjoy talking about the local sports team or the maple syrup run or, you know, poker run on bikes or something like that. And that's just how normal people get on. But Hollywood weirdos are not normal people. They are lunatics. And the idea that this woman has so much money and influence is shocking, that she can't have a simple conversation with her family. Well, I'm sorry to hear Tucker's living in your head rent-free, Jennifer Lawrence. I'm sure he'll get a good laugh out of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it and you click that subscribe button down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.